Hey, this is Chris with Beertown Austin at another episode of Over a Pint. I'm here with Jamie Fulton of the Covey Brew Pub here in Fort Worth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, this is your Simcoe IPA, right?
Our Simcoe IPA. What we're doing with our IPAs at the Covey.
And Jamie's the brewer.
I'm the brewmaster, yeah.
The brewer.
That needed to be said. What we're doing with the IPAs at the Covey, in particular, we try to always have an IPA on draft. We like to rotate the hop variety in each batch, so we keep the grist the same, and we use the newest, freshest hops that we can find. So this one we've got Simcoe in it. The next batch we're going to do the 2009 crop Centennial hops, so we're really excited about that. And it's good for the regulars to experience the different characteristics of different hops, and also myself. I mean, I use a lot of hops that sometimes I haven't tried before, and using them in the IPA, it really smacks you in the face what that hop's all about. But yeah, our IPA, bordering an Imperial IPA, it's almost 8%, and one of our most popular beers, believe it or not, in Cowtown. The Extreme beers sell pretty well.
That's crazy. So when do you, at what point are you swapping out the hops each time? Is it like in the dry hopping, or is it just within the boil, or?
Every edition. Actually, our bittering edition, because it doesn't affect the aroma and flavor so much, we'll use just high alpha hops for bittering. But the flavor additions, the aroma additions, and then also the dry hops are all the single hop variety.
Okay.
So yeah, really lets it come through.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very good. This is the Simcoe, and you've got the Centennial coming up.
Centennial's coming up.
What have you done in the past?
God, we've done so many. We've done East Kent Goldings, Cascades, Brewer's Gold, Palisade. Amarillo's been one of our most popular. Amarillo and Crystal have been our most popular. Simcoe's everybody's liking a lot, but so far I think Amarillo definitely the winner. We had that in Great American Beer Festival this year, and it made it to the final round in the judging, which in that category is tough to do. So
really.
Everybody tells me to just keep it at Amarillo. Don't mess with it anymore. But
you can make a legacy Amarillo edition.
Yeah, right. But Amarillo's come back like 3 times, and I've got a bunch of Amarillo hops, so we'll do it again soon.
Yeah. So you guys did pretty well at the GABF this year. Of 3 Texas breweries, you guys were one of them.
Yeah.
You're still really young, I mean, not you. Well, I mean, yeah, you're a young guy, but as far as
the Covey is young. Yeah. Well, we've been entering that for 3 years, and it's always a lot of fun. But obviously, winning made it a lot more fun. We had a great crew up there. There was about 7 of us from the Covey went, and as far as I know, definitely in my year, we were louder than anybody else whenever we won. But yeah, we got a silver medal for our 100. That was our 100th beer that we made here, which I based off of an alt beer recipe, kind of doubled the strength. Of course, we're adding some sugar to that, a blend of Belgian yeasts, and just made it extra special for our 100th batch. And that was in the Belgian style strong specialty ale category, which had 70 entries. That was like the 8th biggest category. And then we had the Weizenbock, which I like the Weizenbock, but I didn't expect it to win. I was totally caught off guard when I got something. So, it's so subjective, and you just cross your fingers, and you always have a good time if you win or not.
Yeah.
And, we definitely had a good time. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been, you got to go.
Yeah, it's more fun bringing home medals too. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. Have something to show for it all the debauchery.
You were telling me a cool story earlier about your smoked stout.
Yeah,
with
smokestack stout.
Smokestack stout.
Say that 3 times fast.
Okay. With the, I guess, like kind of in the placement of the medals with the World Beer Cup.
That was Los Angeles International.
Okay.
Los Angeles International Commercial Beer Competition.
Okay.
We submitted, and this was 2009, early 2009.
Okay.
We submitted 6 beers, and we got 5 medals.
Oh wow!
And the smokestack, though, I was most proud of. I'm smoking kind of like Uncle Billy's, the brewer. Is it
Brian?
Yeah, Brian. I haven't met him face to face, but he sent me one of his recent smoke beers that he smoked himself, which has got to be a lot easier than me doing it on my pit at home because he's got his barbecue joint. But it was really good. But we do the same thing with ours. I'm smoking it all at my pit at my house. So last year I think I did like 35 kilos that I smoked. This year the batch that's in the tanks right now is about 50 kilos, so it ought to be a little smokier. But yeah, in the Los Angeles competition, we got a silver, and the gold medal was Alaskan Brewing Company, you know.
Yeah.
And then bronze was Stone Smoke Porter. So it was pretty cool to be up there right between the big boys. When we're this little brew pub in Funky Town, Texas. You know.
It's cool. It's a cool sandwich to be the to be the film.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
Yeah, so you guys, I guess you have the the IPA you're swapping out. You do a handful of Belgians, that strong Belgian, and the smokestack stout. I guess what are some of the other brews that I guess you're kind of known for, people come back for, you really enjoy making?
Well, our Vienna Lager is probably our most popular and probably one of the most widely appealing. Being in Fort Worth, you do have people come in here and ask for big macro beers.
Yeah.
And we say, well, sorry, we don't serve those, but try this Vienna Lager. It got gold medal at World Beer Cup. They're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty approachable beer, very drinkable, nothing extreme. And so that's our bread and butter. We sell a whole lot of that. But we do a lot of seasonals. Like you said, I do a lot of Belgians. I've got one called Predicament right now that's very similar to 100, actually. Regalement is another Belgian style that I do. But I mean, I like to try different stuff. This year was the first time we did fruit beers, and I just said, what the heck, and I did 2 back-to-back. So we take our popular Texas Wheat as the lightest beer we've got.
Yeah.
The first one, I put 300 pounds of Hill Country peaches in it, and it turned out pretty decent. It sold really fast, and I backed that right up. I dumped. We juiced 300 pounds of Texas prickly pears and put that in a 300-gallon batch of Texas Wheat also, and it was hot pink. Like you never seen a beer this color. And when it came out that color, we had the idea to donate 20% of the proceeds to Susan G. Komen breast cancer research.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, so it was a good cause, and everybody liked the beer. Yeah, and at the same time, that was on our Release the Oktoberfest beer, and that was. That's probably the most popular, the fastest seller. It was this year. We sold a batch in 14 days, and from brew day to serving, it was 8 weeks in the making. So, people sucked it down in 2 weeks, and it's tough to keep up with that demand. But we're working on increasing our capacity, and I've recently purchased a bunch of kegs to try to decrease the bottleneck in the brewery. So. Hopefully we'll keep having a lot more beers on.
Tell me a little bit about, we don't have much time left. Tell me a little bit about your brewery and I guess kind of what you're going for here.
We do a 4-course beer pairing dinner once every other month. We don't do it during the holidays because we're so busy, but starting January, we'll do one toward the end of January. And it's 4 courses. We pair one of these little 6-ounce brews with each course, and give a brief explanation of why the pairing works, and it's a lot of fun. It's usually about $60 per person, and it's a really fun time.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Chris.
Next time you're in Fort Worth, hit them up. It's
Please.
a really great place.
Cheers.
And good beer. DFW, finally. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Cheers.